You walk into someone's home for the first time, and before you even sit down, something catches your eye. It's sitting right there on the shelf or draped over the couch, and you just stop and go, wait, did you make that? That thing, 9 times out of 10, is crochet. There's something about handmade crochet decorations that pulls people in before they even know what hit them. And today, I'm going to show you exactly which crochet decorations guests notice the second they walk into a room, and how you can make them too. We're talking about pieces that look like they came from a boutique store, but cost you almost nothing to make. Pieces that people touch, ask about, and honestly, sometimes try to steal. I've seen it happen. So if you want your home to have that kind of feel, the kind where people walk in and immediately say, "Your home is so cozy," keep watching because I'm going to walk you through all of it. Let's start with something most people completely overlook, and that is your entryway. Most people put a rug there, maybe some shoes, and that's it. But your entryway is the very first thing anyone sees when they come in. It sets the whole mood for the rest of your home. And a crochet piece right there, it changes everything. One of the best things you can make for your entryway is a crochet wall hanging. Now, I know wall hangings have been around forever, but I'm not talking about the basic ones with just straight fringe hanging down. I'm talking about layered, textured wall hangings that have different yarn weights mixed together. Some chunky sections, some fine detail, maybe a bit of natural cotton rope mixed in with soft yarn. When you mix textures like that, the piece gets this richness to it that even people who know nothing about crochet can feel from across the room. The key with a wall hanging for an entryway is size. You want it big enough to be the first thing someone's eyes go to, but not so massive that it swallows the wall. Something roughly the size of a large picture frame, maybe a little taller, usually hits the sweet spot. Use neutral tones if your walls are colorful, or go bold with your yarn if your walls are white or cream. The contrast is what makes it pop. Another thing that works incredibly well in an entryway is a small crochet basket right by the door. Not just any basket, though. A tightly woven, chunky yarn basket that sits firm on its own. People use these for keys, mail, sunglasses, whatever, but honestly, guests always pick them up and look at them. There's something about a well-made crochet basket that people just want to hold. Use a thick cotton yarn or even a t-shirt yarn for these because they hold their shape, they're sturdy, and they have this really satisfying weight to them. Now, let's move into the living room, because this is where you can really go all out. The number one piece that guests notice in any living room, without fail, is a throw blanket. But not just any throw blanket. I'm talking about a chunky, oversized throw draped over the arm of your couch or folded loosely on a chair. The kind that looks soft from across the room. The kind where someone sits down next to it and immediately just pulls it onto their lap without even asking. For a throw like this, you want to work with a bulky or super bulky yarn, something that crochets fast but creates this beautiful, thick texture. A simple waffle stitch or even just a basic double crochet works perfectly because when you do it with a thick enough yarn and a big enough hook, the stitches themselves become the texture. You don't need anything complicated. The yarn does the work for you. What makes a crochet throw look really expensive and intentional, rather than just homemade, is the color choice. Stick to 1 or 2 colors max. A deep mustard yellow, a warm terracotta, a dusty sage green. These colors feel current, and they look beautiful in photos too, which matters because your guests will absolutely take pictures in your home. While we're in the living room, let's talk about crochet cushion covers. These are one of those things that completely transform a couch. You can have a totally plain, basic couch and throw a couple of well-made crochet cushion covers on it, and suddenly the whole room feels intentional, designed. People always touch these. They run their fingers over the texture and ask where you got them. And when you say you made them, that's usually where the conversation starts. For cushion covers, I love using a bobble stitch or a puff stitch pattern. These stitches create this raised, three-dimensional texture that photographs beautifully and looks stunning in real life. Keep the color solid or do a very simple 2-color stripe. Let the stitch be the star. One more living room piece worth mentioning is crochet coasters. I know that sounds small, but you would be surprised how often guests comment on these. When you have a beautiful set of matching crochet coasters sitting on your coffee table, it shows a level of care and detail that people notice. Use a stiff cotton yarn for these, so you need them to be heat resistant, and stick to a simple, tight stitch so they're actually thick enough to be functional. A simple mandala pattern or even a flat hexagon shape looks gorgeous and takes barely any time to make. Now let's go into the bedroom, because bedrooms are where crochet really gets to shine. The absolute piece that stops people in their tracks in a bedroom is a crochet bedspread or throw draped across the foot of the bed. You don't need to cover the whole bed, just the bottom third. Fold it neatly or let it drape loosely, both work. But when someone walks into your bedroom and sees a hand-crocheted piece on your bed, it gives the room this warmth that no store-bought item can match. For a bedspread or bed runner like this, a granny square pattern actually works really well. But not the basic squares your grandmother made. Think oversized granny squares, like really large ones, each one maybe 6 or 7 inches across, joined together with a contrasting color. When you make granny squares big like that, they look modern and bold rather than old-fashioned, and the joining lines between the squares add this beautiful geometric quality that looks almost architectural. While we're in the bedroom, crochet pillow covers for your decorative pillows work just as well here as in the living room. But in the bedroom, I love going softer in color. Blush tones, ivory, soft gray, these feel calm and peaceful, which is exactly the energy you want in a bedroom. A textured stitch like a linen stitch or a moss stitch in a soft neutral is genuinely one of the most beautiful things you can put on a decorative pillow. Now, here's one that most people never think about, and it's one of my favorites: crochet lampshades. Not covering a whole lampshade, but making a crochet sleeve or overlay that sits over a plain drum lampshade. When the light comes on and shines through the crochet, the pattern creates this gorgeous shadow play on the walls and ceiling. Guess they're always confused for a second, like they can't quite figure out where those patterns on the wall are coming from, and then they look at the lamp and they get it. For a lampshade overlay, use a cotton yarn, not acrylic, because you want something that won't hold heat. Work in a lace pattern or an open mesh pattern so the light can come through. The more open the stitch, the more dramatic the light effect. You can stitch it directly to the lampshade or just make it as a sleeve that slides on and off easily. Another piece that works beautifully in any room and gets noticed every single time is a crochet plant hanger. If you have any plant houses, which most people do these days, a hand-knotted or crochet plant hanger hanging in a window or corner of a room is one of those details that just makes a space feel curated. Use a natural cotton rope or a sturdy jute yarn for these, something that has that organic, earthy look to it. The natural material pairs beautifully with greenery and adds that layer of texture that makes a room feel alive. Now let's talk about the dining room and kitchen, because these spaces often get forgotten when it comes to crochet decor. A crochet table runner down the center of a dining table is one of those things that takes a table from just a table to an actual